Hey, what it do?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Lamar Lucho.
How y'all doing, man?
Lucho, what it do?
What's going on, Marv? What's going on, Viz?
See my new name, Devon Shower Handel.
Man.
One of my homies, man. We was watching some of the old Key and Peele skits, man, and one where they had the AFC, NFC names.
Oh, yeah. They all had
Don't put it
to.
Devon
straight away, but put it on
Shower
the
Handel from UT Chattanooga.
over there by the microwave.
Yeah, I remember that.
What's going on, fellas?
Oh, we good. We good, man. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of sports. Man.
All
A lot of
right,
sports.
for sure, man. First thing we do, as always, we're gonna ask what we drinking on.
What
What's
we
everybody?
drinking on? Let's see. So today, I switched it up. No
Uh-oh.
water today.
Uh-oh.
I got a little tequila. You see the lime at the bottom. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So a little tequila today, man. I might be talking reckless.
Tequila.
You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for my.
This rush down here. I don't even have my drink. I might go up on in a minute and go grab something.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm switching up today. Got my own tequila too.
Oh, you on your tequila too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel it.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you guys know, it is I think it's Mexican Heritage Month.
Man, look, I'll be in Mexico this weekend, man. Pray for me.
So we're celebrating all month.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Shout out to all my.
No, Lauren's a big tequila fan, so I know she's happy to see us on the tequila.
Yes,
What up,
sir.
Mel? Horace said, who else is feeling good after week one? I know he is.
Yeah, I know he is.
Man. So let's start off with a little college football first, man.
Yes, sir.
The biggest game for this past weekend was Texas and Bama, and they didn't disappoint.
Oh no, great game.
I mean, Texas had them all the way to the end, man. It took a heroic effort from the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yes, Bryce Young.
So, I want your thoughts on the game. My biggest question is, and I think me and Neutral kind of talked about it before, is Texas heading the right direction, or is Bama falling victim of recruiting?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna have to go with Texas headed in the right direction, and the only reason why I say that is because, man, the last 2 years Texas has been losing to Kansas, West Virginia. Even for it to be a close game against Alabama is just a win in Texas book. Because for number one, they played with a backup quarterback majority of the game. Alabama had no answer for Quinn Ewers. No answer. Quinn was doing whatever he wanted to, throwing dimes left and right. Alabama had no answer. Not saying that they wouldn't have caught on to it eventually, but I feel like Texas is heading in the right direction, man. The defense looked good. They played well, and I feel like if we would have had that quarterback, and so ironic that they take out our starting quarterback like they did in the championship with Colt McCoy. But it was the same scenario. Alabama got a little lucky. Texas lost the starting quarterback, and they kept the game close with a backup. So kudos for Texas, but tip your hat off to Alabama for still getting that win.
I wanna say I think it's a little of both. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can't pick both sides or one side of that coin. I think Texas for sure looked better than I've seen them look in the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that Bama, and the reason why Saban made so much noise about recruiting and people doing the wrong things and this and that is because he's noticing that some of those recruits are figuring out that they can go elsewhere,
right,
and get more money.
Right.
So, I feel like you're gonna see a lot of that due to that NIL situation.
Exactly.
And people that would typically go to Alabama and wait their turn is gonna go elsewhere and get their bucks.
Right.
Well, I think it's a little of both of that of the question going on, and Alabama they give you one of those scares every year where it's a team that they have no business or people believe that has no business on the field with them, and they end up in a 1 or 2 point win.
Right.
I'm surprised it happened this early, but it happens every year. So I ain't pushing no panic button or nothing like that for Alabama. I think they'll be just fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I think me and Nucho was talking about it. We were watching the game in the chat.
Right.
And we said Bama is the team that could lose early and still do enough at the end to get in the still be in the talk. So it was a little surprising for them to be fighting. Like I said, I don't know, if it's the recruiting or like Nucho said, the quarterback went out early. And that second string quarterback was balling until he got hurt. He got nicked up a little bit. So he was really on one foot, and his strength seems to be running. So for them to go down to the last drive like they did, very, very exciting game. I was excited for Texas, man, and it's crazy. You might have a quarterback controversy because guys getting the
Archie Manning is coming. Archie
it's
coming.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna be. Texas right now has the number 2 or number 1 recruiting class for 2023. So a lot of players want to be a part of that Archie Manning tree. A lot of people want to come and they want to, they want to be a part of it. So hopefully, this is a good segue for Texas going into the SEC. And man, I've been a Texas fan for a long time, man. So I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for these days. So hopefully they're on the right path, but we'll see. We'll definitely see.
All right.
You've been a Texas fan since Ricky Williams. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, we always been. They always got some player that stands out.
Right.
Ricky Williams, close to I think Roy Williams too. The receiver was at Texas.
Roy Williams.
I was a fan of Roy 2004 on PS2. That was my team. Texas was my team.
Oh yeah.
That was my squad. So yeah, we always keep an eye on Texas, man.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna move over to me and Marv's team, man. The Michigan Wolverines. We had a non-compelling game, but we see what we need to see, and so did Harbaugh, man. So J.J. McCarthy is officially the starting quarterback.
Oh, about time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad he ended it right there. The young fella last year, led us to where we need to go.
Right.
But he's seen some McCarthy. I mean, I just seeing both of them play was like a change of pace. McCarthy, I don't know if because he had more time or what, but he stood out more the last 2 games. Both games were, pretty much blowouts, but just passing the ball, it looked better.
Well, yeah, definitely. McCarthy is looking like the better quarterback, and for K, I just feel sorry for him. It seems like the pressure of competition broke him down.
Yeah.
I happened to go to that game last Saturday. So I'm in the big house, I'm under the lights, and just looking at it with my eye on the eye test, seeing it, it was like night and day. And I was like, I don't know what happened to this guy. Like, this guy, I think he only got a couple losses under his belt, and you're out here throwing picks to Colorado State and Hawaii. It was just like, what, who are you?
Right.
So I think they found their guy, but I think K needs to be ready. You know what I'm saying? College, they get nicked up, they get banged up, and I hope that he hasn't lost all his confidence, because just like the Texas situation, you need good backup.
Right. Let me ask you a question: is K the starting quarterback from last year, or is that the freshman?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is starting quarterback from.
Okay, so the true freshman you had last year took the starting spot this year.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So okay. That was his brought in to do.
Yeah. He was brought in for that.
That guy. Yeah. I'm gonna piggyback what Marv said. For you to do that great, get us to where we need to be, over and beyond. And he probably weird thinking, this guy's not going to no competition. Look what I did for this team. We bought, Michigan been this high years, and then I'm in the competition.
Right.
Two freshmen that you brought in that you brought us both in, but this is the guy. So it could mentally he could have been out of it. Like he didn't play bad, but McCarthy just played better.
Right.
I think that just knowing that you got that person right there. Almost like the same with the Trey Lance situation. Knowing that person is there, sometimes you can't handle it,
Yeah.
And I see, unfortunately, Kate just broke down, man. Like that don't even look like himself from last year, because last year he prided himself on not making those mistakes. He didn't have a bunch of turnovers, and then you're throwing picks to, what I'm saying. I hate to say it, but schools that not even supposed to be in U of M's wheelhouse. So. It's looking crazy on film and just seeing it.
Yeah, that competition, it definitely creates pressure, man. They might have got the best of them because, I mean, so last year you guys only lost what, like 2 games?
Yeah, the championship game and one game.
That's crazy.
Michigan State,
and then we lost in the playoffs, right?
The championship game,
Georgia. Well, that was a tough hill to climb to begin with, but I mean, to get us there. Now we're back in where we need to be. It was tough. I mean,
in all true honesty, we shouldn't have lost that state game. Like, I don't know. Seems like Harbaugh, just looking back at that, he made a mistake by putting JJ in last year. JJ came in there and fumbled the ball twice.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right. So before we move on to NFL, any more college things? Any college news, scores, anything surprised you, shocked you? I know it was a couple of upsets. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
I think Appalachian State, they beat Texas A&M.
It was knocking on the door last. They beat North Carolina last week. It was knocking on that door.
Yeah,
we know about that.
No, nothing. Yeah. One thing that stood out to me was the University of Florida quarterback Richardson. Man, it was like night and day from week 1 and week 2. Week 1, he looked great. This last game against Kentucky, man, he looked like he didn't belong on the field. It was so many turnovers, and I have high hopes for him. He was a Heisman favorite starting off with week 1, but now I don't know. I think that game set him back, man. He's gonna really have to regroup, and if he could regroup and play great the rest of the year, they might not even bring this game back up. But I'm interested to see what he do week 3. Anthony Richardson, the quarterback for Florida. So we'll see.
Before you go, Mark, real quick, I'm interested in seeing the two, in my eyes, 2 best quarterbacks, how they go throughout the season. CJ Stroud and my boy from Bama, man.
Bryce Young,
man, he pulled him out that fire. I mean, the dude nearly got sacked.
Big plays, a lot of big plays. Yeah,
and we talked about that for a while the other day, man. Just they both. He has intangibles. He has the
definitely
mind,
great intangibles, man.
Being a Heisman Trophy winner, and then CJ Stroud, man, got the height. I think he got a better arm, as far as pocket presence.
Right.
That's why I'm interested in seeing how they progress throughout the competition. Gets harder.
Yeah, Bryce Young, man, he reminds me a lot of a Russell Wilson, man. Definitely Russell Wilson, man. The dude, he's like around maybe 5'11", 6 feet. But that he has a strong arm and the intangibles, like you said. He has a definitely always making plays on the field. Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't know if y'all paid attention to it, but there was a lot of noise made about the Miami Hurricanes. Now, I haven't been seeing it as much lately, but I'm paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to this game they got coming up against Texas A&M.
Oh, yeah.
Where Jimbo and them, they didn't look so good last week. So for me to take Miami for real, I want to see them do some damage to Texas A&M.
That could be a big game for them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
If they take a hold of them and manhandle Texas A&M, then I'll start believing.
Miami also has a quarterback that's projected to be a high draft pick. I believe his last name is Van Dyke, but he's projected to be in around the late first, early second round. So that'll be a good game to watch this weekend.
Yeah, my eyes is on that, man. I mean, the U has always had special players, so they're one of my favorite teams to watch, bro. So,
yeah. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about the head coach. Also, a lot of people like him. So we'll see.
Hard guy. He's kind of like of that Dan Campbell type of vein, like.
All right. Well, everybody's been waiting. We got the college football out of the way. People are here to hear us talk about week 1, man. Week 1 was exciting to me. A lot of good football, a lot of bad football. Sorry, Lauren. We know you're a Jets fan. It is. I got a nice little hill to climb. Our quarterback is practicing though. So that's a plus. Positive.
That's a plus. That's a plus.
All right. So we can talk about before we get into our picks and all that stuff. What stood out, good or bad? What really stood out as far as this game?
Go ahead, pop that off, Nucha.
All right. So What really stood out to me? Aaron Rodgers definitely needs help. My boy Aaron Rodgers looked frustrated. He had receivers dropping touchdown passes. My Dallas Cowboys was the only team in week 1 not to score a touchdown. That stood out. What else stood out? Justin Fields got to win, man. Justin Fields got to win.
That game was ugly.
It was ugly. Trey Lance looked suspect. Trey Lance definitely looked suspect. And Tom Brady's still the GOAT. Tom Brady's still the GOAT, man. And Jamar Chase. Shout out Jamar Chase, man. He's definitely a problem. Jamar Chase is a problem. He's a problem, man. Also, the Buffalo Bills look legit as Super Bowl contenders. Definitely look legit as Super Bowl contenders. Yeah.
We don't get into our results for our picks. Woof! Yeah. Boy, had
hey, man.
Yes, sir.
What stood out? The Titans and the Giants. Where'd that come from?
Right. The Giants played tough.
I did say Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Saquon. Yeah, you call it. You call it.
Maybe what in his 5th or 6th year, does Danny Dimes get it? I mean,
right. That's true.
I don't know. They say you normally know what you are after 3 years. Maybe just took him a little longer.
I'm gonna start clipping some of the things we say and pull it back up because you was really hard on Danny Dimes, Marv. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I was super hard on him, bro. Like he ain't been nothing. I mean, I don't know. I still don't believe he got to do more than just beat Tennessee by one point. But hey, shout out to them for
the streets are looking for
you.
Hey,
my bad, D.
The streets are looking for you.
Hey,
the streets, bro.
The streets are looking for you, Marv.
You know what I'm saying? I think I was like 50%. I mean, if you did some parlays or something, then you got hit. But
in Marv's defense, the NFL is very unpredictable, man. You never know. Any given Sunday. I
did all right for it to be a first week. I know a little bit more now. And who was good? As advertised, bro. Chargers, bro.
Oh yeah.
They came out there and did their thing.
Division winners.
Came out there and did their thing. The other surprise bet was Monday night, a couple of nights ago. What are we doing? Letting the clock run down, coach.
Oh wow.
What are we doing out here?
Yeah,
bro?
Man. Yeah.
Let Russ cook.
Let Russ cook, man. You gave this dude all this money and put him on the sideline.
Let me ask you a question. They say he's supposed to be a guru. We're gonna get to the Kickers and the Panthers game. Oh yeah, that was tough too. Yeah, the Panthers.
Man, the Kickers in the Steelers game.
Steelers game. Oh yeah, somebody already fired their kicker today. Somebody got fired. The Colts.
Okay.
Okay. So I was about to say what my homie Daryl said. Shout out to Daryl, the DB man. Do you think Rush should have took over and said, you know what, I'm not feeling this? I mean, we know he's a good guy, he's a company man, but at that instinct, the time is running out. You just sitting there, 4th and 5. I mean, why wouldn't? I mean,
I'm looking at it like this. Russ, they said something crazy like Russ and 4th and 5 or longer, something like that, was like 80% when he goes for it, which is crazy, which was better odds than that kicker had of making the field goal. And on top of it, at that time, you sitting on 3 timeouts. So if you hurry up, come to the line, go for it, and you don't pick it up, at least you still got your 3 timeouts, and hopefully your defense can get to the ball back with like 20 or 30 seconds left. Right. But he completely botched that whole situation.
Was it him though? I don't think it was him. I mean, like
it was more of the head coach.
It's head coach.
That's the head coach. Yeah. Okay.
Watch the whole situation.
You gotta be prepared, man. You gotta be prepared. 4th and 5. You pay this guy a lot of money to come over here. You got the weapons. Take a chance. I wouldn't take a chance on a 64-yard field goal. Man, if it ain't Tucker from Baltimore, I ain't kicking it.
Wouldn't that have been the record? I don't know how long that one was.
I think Tucker got the record on us.
Well, yeah, 67. You're right. 67.
I think it was 63. 67. That's outrageous.
I thought it was something stupid like that.
No, I mean he still broke the record on that stuff.
Yeah,
we'll keep it moving. Yeah, but no, yeah. I mean, 4th and 5. Me, I'm not. Oh, you. My bad, Mar. DB said. I mean, we can't take DB. You did it. No. I'm going for it. I'm
right.
taking that 4th and 5. I'm living and dying with Russ on that one. I trust him enough. He's so much of a veteran. And
they say he was something at like an 80% clip when trying to go for it in that situation.
Why not?
Yeah, you got to trust him. Yeah. You got to. Yeah, I mean it's tough because
they didn't even try to draw them off sides.
Right. And you know what? In the coach's defense, maybe he's seen this kicker in practice make this type of kick. But I mean, yeah, it's
tough. Football. This is real live action. This ain't practice.
I mean, that's like coming down and not giving Jordan the ball when it's time when it's 3 seconds left. I mean, give Jordan to make chances to kick it to pass and Paxton or Kirk. Give him a chance. Give him a chance to make that play.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
Yeah, Marv. Yeah, Street's looking for you, bro. We'll get tomorrow's picks later on, his results. Stay tuned. But for me, what stood out, Lamar Jackson, man. Granted, he played the Jets.
Yeah.
Again, sorry, Lauren.
Yeah. But I respect that because he did what he was supposed to do.
He gave 110%. Gave 110%.
Yeah.
Like I said last week, man, the fact that he's still nothing's on the table. I mean, there's all these rumors where he was supposedly had been offered.
Right.
But if it's not enough, it's not enough. He has the right to say it's not enough for what he does and for that team.
Like I said, if it was me, I'd be like, look, coach, I ain't running. If you call a read option for me, I'm just gonna audible.
But he could be auditioning for another team. I don't know if this is last year's contract or is he?
I believe so.
He'll be auditioning. He could. And back in his mind, he could be out of Baltimore. He didn't get taken.
Right.
No, not yet, Horace. We're gonna get to the boys. So from good to bad to what fan base should be panicking right now? It's week 1, everybody's panicking. Oh, it's over. Week 1 is over. Oh, we won with Super Bowl. We're there.
Yeah, I think and we're saying that. I think with it just being week 1, it's hard to panic. It's hard to panic in week 1. Now, if you have any big injuries or you lost somebody, then you might be looking at, okay, what should we do? But with week 1, some of these teams that won week 1 not gonna win again for like another 4 or 5 weeks. Some of these teams that lost week 1 will go on a 5 or 3 or 4 game win streak. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. For me, it's too early for anybody to panic right now.
Well, I don't know. Maybe not so much panic, but I think you got to kind of have a sense of urgency with Denver. With Denver, what's the other team I'm thinking about? Denver and
Green Bay,
Dallas for sure.
Victim of injury. Well, no, it was over before the injury though. I ain't
gonna lie. It was. It definitely was.
Yeah. And then I mean, you might. I don't know if it was just a one-off game, but you might be raising an eyebrow at that Cincinnati game. I mean, throwing 5 picks is crazy.
It was tough. I think it was 4. He had 5 turnovers, 4 picks.
Okay.
Yeah. That was real tough.
That was tough to watch.
That was real tough. Yeah.
And them and them damn kickers. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? For me, man, I just had it in my mind. I just lost it. The Cowboys. I think everybody in the NFC South should be panicking.
Yeah.
Brady got another weapon, and he was given to Julio a lot. They run in the end rounds with Julio, and then towards the late in the game, I forgot Mike Evans was even on the team.
Right. Touchdown to Mike Evans.
Then he shows up.
Don't forget about Chris Godwin.
I'm saying they got weapons, and then your boy still run the ball like he's still a rookie.
Yeah,
Fournette.
I like how Tampa plays, man. Everyone on that team kind of plays like they got a chip on their shoulder, like they still have something to prove. I'm feeling that.
Now Brady got hit. Your boy got a couple of sacks off of him because he's just that great.
You
can't shut down Michael Parsons.
Yeah, Parsons had 2 sacks.
But we was talking about watching the game. We were watching the game together, and he get the ball out quick.
Yeah.
NFC South is in trouble.
NFC is in trouble. The NFC. The NFC is in trouble.
Aaron Rodgers, the Packers. I mean, we panicked before. I mean, he said relax before.
Oh yeah.
But he still had Devontae Adams.
Yeah, it's a little.
You don't have Devontae Adams.
Right. You know, it was crazy. The same thing happened last year. Week 1, they lost to the Saints. Bad.
Because he said RELAX. He spelled it out. Relax.
Yeah, relax.
He ain't said this week.
No. Let's also, the Rams, Matthew Stafford. They got a new weapon in Allen Robinson, and he barely got any targets. I mean, I understand Cooper Kupp is nice, but dang.
Stafford got looking like he was in Detroit. Like, man, what team of my own?
Stafford is gonna Stafford. He's gonna stare his primary guy down.
Man, I believe Cooper Kupp had another 10 receptions, about 130 yards,
about 40 looks.
Allen Robinson probably only had like 2 catches the whole game. Man, come on, Stafford, let's spread that around.
Got a staring problem. Don't get into a staring match.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this. Before we move on, what's other fan base? The Lions fan base should be panicking yet again. We're doing the same old Lions stuff. We get up in the lead, we get complacent, and we lose.
But in your defense, though, that was a good Philadelphia team y'all played, man.
We were up though.
That's
the story of our lives.
We were up 7, and we had 4 drives where we didn't.
I mean, being up 7, you might as well say y'all tied, man.
But the defense was doing their thing. I mean, we had a lot of good containment. It's just we can never close those games out. That's what I'm saying. Like,
we should have been up. We should have been up like 14-17 on them. Is the point I guess Vizzel's trying to make. Is like, we're not good enough to close the door or beat anybody into submission at this point. Like, the Lions could get up on somebody 14 points and they still gonna be like, oh, we got a chance. It's the Lions. They gotta show and beat somebody down. Like, when you got them down, you gotta beat them down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just tired of it, man. I'm tired of
y'all will be all right, man. Y'all will be fine.
I'm just tired of. I mean, there's nothing they really can do about it. I mean, when you got a 6th-round linebacker starting, and he like,
no! Don't do that, Rodrigo. Rodrigo is doing his thing.
I mean, he's doing his thing. I just heard something. They said Kelsey. They said that Kelsey gave him his kudos. It was like, he made some good reads. It was a draw play. He made a move on me, came stuff to play on Hurts, and when he hip tossed him, he was like, that guy gonna be special. But right now, what I see from the linebackers is they can't defend a college offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a read option offense. It's a college offense. You're supposed to be able to defend that. And then when they get there, they're not making the tackles. You got to finish the play.
Discipline.
Now, I will say this: Lamar Jackson runs that same offense. Not too many people can stop it either. It might be hard.
That's elite. That's 4.2 speed over there.
Jalen Hurts ain't no. He's an elite runner.
He's a good athlete. I'm not taking nothing away from Hurts. Hurts' biggest thing is, to me, is he's a magician with the play action, with the fakes. Like, his fakes are on point, bro. I guess maybe that gives him an extra second. You know what I'm saying? But the way he hide the ball and do his thing, he's like a musician out there with it. But
that's kind of what me and Lucho was talking about earlier. These smaller quarterbacks are, you don't have a 6. You don't have the typical. 6'3". Every team doesn't have a typical 6'5", 6'6" quarterback. They used to.
Yeah.
They going small and
smaller,
fast.
Yeah.
You can't see him over these huge linemen. So he's back there doing this. that and the other, you know what I'm saying, you don't know where it was happening, it's easy to get caught up because he's so small. Right. I don't know he's that small, but he's smaller than the typical All-American prototype quarterback.
Right. Right.
So any other fan base you think should be in trouble or panicking? Or how about let's switch it up. What fan base should look good? I didn't add that. I should have added that. Which fan base is feeling good after we won? Oh, okay.
Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears.
Oh, I don't know.
Man, a win is a win.
It is.
A win is a win.
Chicago is looking at it like we beat a team that should have probably went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. A win is a win. Yep.
And then another team that's out there feeling good about themselves is those Commanders.
Those Commanders, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz threw 4 touchdowns.
I'll tell you another fan base that's really feeling good. The Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, they feeling good.
Losing Tyreek Hill. Pat Mahomes still throwing 5 touchdowns. Just a plethora of weapons everywhere, man. Like,
kind of funny, like, man, what else? I don't know what to do. I can get back
after the game talking about, man, we just got our ass beat.
Right.
They did.
So, I mean, you got to shout those Chiefs out. You know, and this on, like I said, it's only week 1. Let's come back week 6 and see.
Our partner Trill, he called it. He said that Andy Reid was going to put together a masterful offensive game plan to try to be like, hey, look, we still here.
Well, I said that last week.
That was you. Then my bad.
I said that last week.
It's tough, Marv. That's tough, Marv.
You know.
Horace, you can't say the Bills. You guys are in the contention to be in the Super Bowl, but you should feel good after that week 1 win. That was a good, dominant win to kick off the season. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Go Bills. All right. So here comes
let's get into it, man.
This is crappy. I didn't do a good job of how I did this, but I did it. It's so bootleg. I'm trying to get some more visuals for our what we do over here. So here is our record from
4-1. Let's go.
Your boy's not looking good, man. Your boy is not looking good.
Damn, LV Bayless. Come on, man.
Yeah. 1-4. I think the only game I got right was the Chargers and Raiders. I flopped on each and every one of them. So right now the lead dog is Nucho, followed by Marvin, Trill tied for 3-2 apiece. I'm falling behind. It's still early,
it's still early. It's still
early, man. But
yes, sir. I might need to do the money picks. Let's start doing money Nucho picks, man.
Let's see what we got. So don't never look at me for any picks, money picks, or just don't pay attention to what I pick. Don't ride with LV Bayless.
So I'm taking it. My only loss was that Cowboys game.
Yep.
I definitely picked Cow. Okay. That was just being a hometown fan.
The game I was most wrong on, and I look at it like, oh my God, I was really wrong. Was that Patriots Dolphins? Ooh, I went back and watched the tape from last week. I was so convinced.
I'm telling you, man, that Mac Jones, it's only week 1, but bro, he looked a little suspect in the preseason, and it's still carrying on. Definitely still carrying on.
Yeah. I didn't expect the Patriots to look that bad, but I definitely didn't expect them to get dogged like that, bro. Like, it was just real bad. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but the boys gonna have to be a mastermind.
Well, after I watched our stream from last week, Lucho was right on the head with that. They don't have an offensive coordinator.
No,
Belichick is trying to do too much. He's trying to be master of everything.
Yeah,
you got to let somebody take control of something.
You got to.
They showed that game was so sloppy on their part. They had a couple of good runs, a couple of good passes, but You got a young quarterback, man. You got to get him an offensive coordinator who can work with him exclusively and watch film, break everything down. You can't just say, "Oh, we'll be all right." Not on offense.
Right.
You can maybe gamble with defense, not on offense.
Right.
Yeah, he did. He said, "Oh, he said not hiding. All right, go Cowboys." So gonna move right on. I don't have to try pick. We're gonna move right on to our picks for next week, week 2.
Okay.
I picked some games. After we do these, we can pick some more. If the chat wants to talk about some other games, we can. But these are the games I picked that I thought would be most interesting. Like I said, the chat, if you got some more games I want to talk about, we can. But we're gonna kick it off with oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you make sure we mark these down?
Well, I got to mark down here. I guess I got to go back and I do it after we get done and mark down who has what.
Okay.
So first game we'll talk about Chiefs Chargers. You know what? I got visuals, so y'all go ahead and kick off.
So with the Chiefs Chargers, man, I'm gonna have to. I hate to do this because I got Pat Mahomes as my quarterback, but the pass rush of Khalil Mack and Bosa looked very potent in week 1. So for this Chargers and Chiefs game, also Viz, can you tell me who's home and who's away?
They are in Arrowhead. So
they're in Arrowhead. Okay, so that changes up a little bit. I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes again, man. If that was in LA, I might have picked the Chargers, but I'm gonna have to go with Pat Mahomes just for that home field advantage. It's hard to play in Arrowhead. I've been to a game out there, and the fans are crazy. So I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs for this game. I'll go with the Chiefs.
It's hard to go against Pat Mahomes and Arrowhead. But I feel like the Chargers are trying to make a statement. I was looking at the line. I think it's going to be a dogfight. Yes, the Chiefs can put up points. Yes, it looked impressive last week, all of that. But they're facing a much, much tougher defense in the Chargers. So I'm going to go ahead and put me down for the Chargers.
Yeah. So you think LA going to get a win inside KC, huh?
I think they're trying to it's
going to be tough, man. It is a statement game. It's definitely a statement game for the division. This is going to be a tough game. Who you got, Viv?
I'm going with the. Well, I picked it to win the division, so I'm gonna stick with my guns. Chargers. Okay. I like the defense. I don't think Mahomes had the time he had. He did.
Yeah.
Love their corner versus their receiver matchup. I'm going with my pick.
Yeah.
Pick to win. I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah, he had a lot of time against Arizona, man. They really wouldn't get no pressure on him. Mahomes is just when you give Mahomes that type of time, man, it's tough. It's tough. He had a lot of time and to play with, pick it. And Kelsey had another breakout game again. So this is gonna be an interesting game because the LA has those pass rushes. Khalil Mack, I believe, had 3 sacks last week. So yeah, we're gonna see.
I like that pass rush, man. I like the pass rush. I said they don't have no problem leaving the young boy, Asante Samuel. He's on.
Yeah. Asante Samuel.
They have no problem leaving him by himself. They got a lot of faith in him. We got Darren James, the safety.
Yeah.
That's the matchup.
Yeah.
James versus Kelsey is gonna be
the matchup. Yeah.
Yeah, if I would, I wouldn't even leave Kelsey 1-on-1. I let him. I have a linebacker under him, and then have a floater safety over the top. To try to box him in because he was. I don't know what was going on with the Cardinals, but Kelsey was open so much.
Well,
I was worried about going over the top or what.
I'll tell you what the problem was. They had the linebacker Isaiah Simmons, and they moved him to corner. And they had, the guy is fast, but his lateral quickness is trash. Kelsey was eating him up. Kelsey ate up Isaiah Simmons, man. And I guess because Isaiah Simmons running a 4.3 speed, they thought that it would actually work, but they forgot about quickness and agility. And Kelsey just ate him up. Just ate him up on the routes, man. It wasn't even fair at all.
All right. So game number 2, I think it'll be an interesting game.
Ooh, that's gonna be a great game. Yeah.
Dolphins Ravens, man.
Dolphins Ravens. I'm gonna go on the edge on this one, man. I'm gonna go on the edge on this one. I'm gonna say the Dolphins go 2-0 and beat the Ravens. I'm gonna go on the edge on this one, man. I think Tua got a chip on his shoulder, man. And Waddle, y'all saw the little Waddle dance everybody doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins in this one.
Ravens win this one. Ravens don't often lose at home, and I don't think. I don't think they get it done this week. I mean, because the way Miami is set up, like they coming off, they probably feeling real good. They beat the crap out the Pats, and you rolling in to Baltimore to see the Ravens. I just don't see them. I think they'll be fine this year, playoff team, but I don't think they get it done in Baltimore.
Okay.
That's my new name, Robin. Just you got to be there. If you know, If you know. Lauren.
Yes. Okay. I'm with you, Lauren. The Dolphins.
I'm rolling with the Ravens. I just like Lamar, that chip on the shoulder. Granted, he played an easier defense, easier team.
Right.
He threw for a heck of a lot of yards, but he did enough 3 touchdowns. I like Baltimore's running game. All of them are slowly but surely getting healthy.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you can stop the deep pass from Miami, I think you can pretty much get it.
But you know what? But you know what the crazy part is? He's not even throwing deep. He's turning little 15 routes into touchdowns.
I think they expected it. They expected it. Deep passes.
And one thing that I like about the Dolphins is that they have 2 good corners. So I think we might see a lot more running from Lamar in this game because you got Xavier Howard on one side, you got Jones on the other side. So I like the matchup. I like the matchup for the Dolphins, definitely.
All right, Trill. You picked. You said Dolphins, right, Mark?
I said Ravens. Trill said Ravens. Nucho is the only Dolphin.
Nucho owned off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the next game we're gonna pick is the running kind of slow. I got 3 things going. The Bucks and Saints.
Bucks and Saints.
1-0 versus 1-0.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be that much of an intriguing game. I just looked at it 1-0 versus 1-0. I'll get you guys' thoughts first while I get this set up.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mark.
I think it is going to be a intriguing game. For some reason, if you look at Jameis Winston, he like to pop off on the greats.
Right.
He like to go crazy on the greats. And I think, him facing Tom, he going to be locked in. It looked like he wasn't locked in much last week.
Right,
because he was playing the Falcons. I'm not sure, but they didn't look all the way right. But it's clear that he got the weapons. He put up a bunch of points in the hurry when they needed it, and I think if he's locked in that way throughout the whole game and he's looking at it serious, like, hey, I got time, I got TB12 in front of me. I think they're gonna challenge them. And where's that game being played at?
New Orleans, I believe.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get after it because everybody was looking at New Orleans defense too as supposed to be stand up. They're gonna have to show out and show something this week to make up for last week. So I think it's gonna be a much closer game than what people think. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and go with the Saints on that one.
Okay. And you know, in the past, since Tom Brady joined this division, he's had a trouble. He's had a lot of trouble playing with the Saints, playing against the Saints. They blew him out last year, crazy. But I'm gonna go with Tampa on this one. I think Tom Brady gets it done. They're playing in New Orleans. It's a home game for Leonard Fournette. Maybe he could show out, do something. Definitely Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady's gonna get it done. He got a chip on his shoulder. Just beat America's team. And I like this Julio connection. I love this Julio connection, man. Tom Brady and Julio have a real rapport out there, man. So I'm gonna go with Tampa, but I think it's gonna be a tight game because New Orleans definitely have a lot of weapons. Also, the rookie receiver Michael Thomas, yeah, and also Landry also.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Tampa. Tampa on this one.
I'm going with Tampa too. Like you said, I like the weapons. Getting Julio, he's looking better than he did with Titans last year. They're using him better. Granted, we didn't get to see full Julio because the injury, but
Right.
he's back. He's healthy. He was taking hits. He was taking passes. He was running a reverse. Julio Jones is running reverses, not once, like 3 or 4 times. So he's definitely ready. He's amped up. Tom Brady gets another weapon. They lose Gronk. So what? They get Julio. Right. I just don't think
they're just using Julio like he was used in his prime years for Atlanta, is what I'm seeing, and kind of
that's a plus.
They put a little bit of that Gronk sauce on him. That's how they really using him,
and that's how we use him, especially if he's healthy. He's seeing something. He was taking some hits, but he was still getting back up, and I think that was good for him. So yeah, I'm running with the Bucks. Trill got the Saints. He said, yes, the Saints and them. That's tough. That's somebody. Brooks also has New Orleans. Okay, that's interesting. I can't. Like you said, you said Jameis plays big in these games, but I can also see him throwing picks. That's you can't make no mistakes against a team like this.
Right.
All right. So next up we have the Vikings and the Eagles. They're in Philly. Again, 2 1-0 teams. What you
got? For this one, I hate to do this, man, but I'm gonna have to go with Philly. I'm gonna have to go with Philly, man. Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown have a great connection out there, man. A great connection. I'm gonna just have to go with Philly now. This may be a tight game because I think Justin Jefferson is still gonna get his yards. He had a hell of a week. He had a hell of a week last week. But I'm gonna definitely have to go with Philly. I mean, not Philly. Yeah, Philadelphia. Philadelphia on this
one. You saying Philadelphia?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. Philadelphia was able to beat my Lions, but if they roll out that same offense and you got Hendricks and them boys and the D line that you got over there with the purple gang, and I think they're gonna do some damage, man. I don't see AJ Brown going crazy like that again for 150 yards. I'm taking the purple gang.
Okay.
Trill also has Minnesota. That was tough. I was thinking about it earlier. It took me a while to pick. I flip-flopped like 3 times. I don't trust Cousins, but I love Minnesota's running game better than I like Philly's. So I'm going to roll with Minnesota on this one. I like the weapons on the outside. Adrian Brown had a heck of a game, but he couldn't get in the end zone.
Right.
A lot of passing yards, but couldn't get in my end zone. He was 18 for 32. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings. I like the defense a little bit better than Phillies, just personally.
Right.
So yeah, and then of course Trill said Trill said the Vikings too. So we got a couple more games. They're gonna get tomorrow's picks. I know people are on the streets. Oh no, that was the last one. Sweet.
Okay.
Oh no! It's not. No, it's not. I just didn't put it on the thing. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I did. I got it right here. You know, I want to really hear. This is not even for us, really, and this guy knows who it's for. I want to see where his heart really relies. We know him personally. That are the old ones. Brooks, I know if you're watching.
Yes, sir. Battle of the 0-1s. Hey, I'm stepping out on the limb again, man. I'm riding with Cooper Rush, man. Cooper Rush, bring us home. Cincinnati. I think Cowboys going to get a dub. I think Cowboys going to get a dub on this one, man. I'm riding with Cooper Rush. I do. I just got a funny feeling. I got a very funny feeling about this game. I know Cincy got a chip on their shoulder, but our defense got a chip on their shoulder also. Now, my boy Michael Parsons was supposed to join the Undisputed crew every Tuesday. He turned it down. The reason why he turned it down is because he said he needs to be a leader in that locker room. He said, I just lost my starting quarterback. We just lost the game. It ain't nothing else for us to talk about. I need to work on being a leader in the locker room and not coming to your show and talk to y'all about stuff. So I think that they had a real good talk in that Cowboys locker room. And as strange as this sound, I know we got a backup quarterback going into this game. I feel like somehow we're going to get Cooper Rush to go off. I'm riding with Dallas. Let's go. I'm riding with Dallas.
I can't do that, man. As much as I want to, I can't. You my guy. Y'all still my guy.
Come on, Mama. Come on, join me, bro. Come hop on the bus. Come hop on the bus.
Chase has just shown me that he is dedicated to his craft.
He is.
He's gonna go get it.
He is, man.
He damn near look unstoppable, bro.
He does.
And Burrow is the kind of guy where he gets real pissed off when he looks bad, and I think that's not good for y'all. I think he's coming out for blood, and I think he gonna get it. And with y'all not having y'all starting quarterback, they're gonna have more opportunities to put up numbers. And I think that's gonna hurt y'all, and that's what it's gonna get you. I think your defense can stand up.
Right.
You're gonna be able to stand up all dang on day.
Right.
If y'all can't move the ball, eventually flipping the field and all of that, field positioning is gonna be key.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. If Joe could give us 4 interceptions, I think we can get a dub. If we can get 4 interceptions,
I'm gonna get one. He's gonna be tight with that thing next week.
No. If we can get 4, we can get a dub, man.
I'm a little bit Cincy because
yeah.
Is Gallup gonna play? He's listed questionable on here. Is he gonna play? You guys have any? Do you guys know of this? Or as of now, he's still questionable.
Right.
I'm asking you. Do you know if he's still?
Gallup's not playing. No. Gallup's not playing. No.
That's tough. So you got a backup quarterback with one weapon, essentially on the offense.
You gotta believe.
No,
you gotta believe, baby.
It ain't my team. So I ain't gotta believe.
You gotta believe, baby.
It's just tough, man. I think Burrow's gonna hit Chase early. I think he's actually gonna attack your corner. I think he's gonna attack him.
Yeah.
Chase. As you should, because like we said last week, he's either gonna get an interception or he'll get burnt.
Right.
Trying to get an interception. I think those two connections is better than anybody more right now. I'm rolling with Cincy, man. It's just they're gonna come after the backup stuff.
Cincy offensive line is still trash. I just want to say that they spent a lot of money on it, but they still giving up sacks.
Whoa! Y'all offensive line was looking kind of suspect too the other night.
I mean, we had
a lot.
It was a lot of backups. It was about 3 backups on that offensive line. I mean, Cincy got starters out there, and they still not up to par. Still not up to par.
I mean, I understand, man. You're a fan, man. You got to roll with your team, man. But well, not everybody. Cincy. I mean, so yeah. Last game we're gonna pick real quick. I think it's 2 0-1s that everybody was expecting to be 1-0 based on the weapons they got and the new players, especially with the Raiders, who was in that's Marv's team. He's so mad it is.
They're my guys, man.
They're his guys.
They got to do better. I mean, they tried to hang in there. They tried to fight with a very loaded Chargers team. And I think them being at home against the Cards is a plus. They should be able to run the ball. But I feel like they got to use their weapons a little more, man. Like, where was Waller in that game? You know, it seemed like they was kind of Carr was getting his Stafford on and kind of just forcing it to Adams. But Vegas got the Raiders as a favorite by 5.5 points.
Yeah, right here.
I think they win a close game. I think I got the Raiders on that one.
I'm taking the Cardinals. Man. I just got a feeling Kyler Murray's going to come out and ball out.
He needs it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Cardinals, man.
I like the Cardinals going in last week. They just laid down, man. I don't understand. And granted, you got punched in the mouth early with the Chiefs. The Chiefs scored just by every possession. That's tough because everybody can't do that.
Right, everybody can't do that.
Everybody can't do what they do. So when the reality hits is you can't score every possession, you can't match it. It's tough trying to play catch up. I think this is a game they can hang in because Carr threw 3 picks. He also had 2 touchdowns. I need Cardinals rushing game to step up. Your leading rusher was Murray with, as you see on the screen, with 29 rushing yards. That's not going to get it done. So I'm rolling with the Raiders on this one, man. I just can't see that offense. The Cardinals offense is struggling right now, beyond struggling. I know it's week 1. You can't panic, but I just can't see.
It's different without D-Hop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the truth.
And he didn't play. D-Hop didn't play.
No.
So yeah, that makes a difference. But still, but if you rely on one person like that, and it's tough. I mean, we've seen it but we also seen it with the Packers. Life without Devontae Adams is tough. Or Aaron Rodgers week 1. I mean,
yeah, Hopkins is suspended. I think they gave him 4 or 6 games.
No, that's right. That's right. So I'm definitely going with the Raiders now, as is Trill and as XXL Brooks. So yeah, Raiders. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to overcome. So with that being said, those are our picks. Any other games if you want to put up the schedule on your phone? Anything else that intrigues you for this upcoming week? Anybody in the audience has a game that's intriguing you want us to talk about? Really quick. So Nucho said he'll be right back. He's having technical difficulties. I'm just looking forward to having some more good football. Yeah, true. Yeah, he's suspended. NFL Red Zone was popping, man. I personally love watching football more on NFL Red Zone. It was real Dolphins heavy though. It was real Dolphins heavy on NFL Red Zone. I understand they want to see what Tua and Tyreek can do. But how do you feel about the overall week one as we wait for Lucho to pop back in?
As far as football goes, I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, a lot of the teams that I thought was just going to be like, laying down this year actually stood up. Giants, Seattle, you know what I'm saying? It's just those were shockers. But it makes for interesting football talk for sure.
It definitely does. That was the Giants game, one of the shocking games of the week. Of course, I live here in Tennessee, in Nashville in particular. So Titans Stadium or Nissan Stadium is maybe 10 minutes from me. So I know going to work this morning, it was all ragging on my Lions. Like, well, we got the same record, so y'all lost to the Giants. We can at least say we lost to an interesting team, but yeah, that was shocking. I mean, you really lost on a field goal kick. That's NFL, man. We seen a lot of that yesterday with the Steelers Cincy game, man. It went with the overtime, basically to the end of overtime for somebody to make a field goal.
And what's up with your boy Henry, where he goes on these spurts where he can't score touchdowns at the home stadium?
I mean, that's a lot of running backs, Marv. I mean, first of all, he's a big guy. He takes a lot of punishment, so he's gonna be in and out the lineup throughout the game. It's just tough. It's tough to score. We know when they know when he's getting the ball. They know he's not gonna receive the ball at the backfield. So 9 times out of 10, if he's in there on certain situations, he's getting the ball. They're not gonna throw it to him. He's not a receiving back. So you automatically prepare for that, and it's a week 1 game. So the Giants were prepared for that.
Right.
They had preseason, but they were preparing for week 1 with Derrick Henry, and that's tough. Mm-hmm. When they're gonna stack in the box and be ready for it. He's not that much of it. He can't get to the outside. He's big and strong. He's speedy, but most of his game comes from the inside. So you stack up. That's what you can get. What do you feel? How do you feel about the Lions going to week 2 against Washington? I think it's in Washington.
I think that's going to be interesting. I think that the Lions defense will look slightly better against the Commanders, because Wentz, even though he is slightly mobile, or you can consider him mobile, but he ain't hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they pressure him and touch him up a little bit more than they did with Hurts. But I just, I saw some things when I went back and looked at that Philly game. The Lions did a lot of blitzing and did a lot of man-to-man in the secondary. And I would say like 70 to 75% of the time, they seem to be in good coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was actually sticking to people. So I think it's a good matchup. I think if they stay out their own way and don't have spurts of 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, you know what I'm saying, and pick 6. If they can stay away from a run like that, I think they can win this game.
All right, what about I want to see. I'm interested in seeing how the Rams bounce back. They play at home against the Falcons. You can't start off. I mean, you can start off 1-2, but it's gonna look bad going on 2. Especially against the Falcons, who's basically has a young team. They got the young quarterback waiting to start.
They're a rushing team now.
Yeah. So
that plays to Aaron Donald and them strength. So, if you're gonna try to rush against them, hey, more power to you. So I think that they roll Atlanta because that's really all Atlanta could do right now. That's really what they are effective at right now. So I think they roll Atlanta up.
Do you think just watching that offense? I don't know if it was a Stafford thing, but you've seen how many times he targeted Cup. And then granted, yes, we saw him do that in Detroit where Megatron was targeted more often than he should because he was just taking a lot of hits. But do you see them needing to sign Odell? He's familiar with that offense. I think he's still a pretty good receiver. Do you think they need to sign him?
If Odell is ready to play, and they're looking like, hey, they just can't turn the page with their offense. If their offense continues to look like how they did last week, and they just can't figure out how to get Robinson the ball, I think they would bring him back. But if they start to get it on track, then Odell might be somewhere else, man. I don't know. Me personally, I like to see him go to the Bengals.
That's intriguing. I was just thinking, you were saying I like him in the Cardinals. I think he would be helpful with them. Yeah, that's as far as games. I think we nailed pretty much the gist of it. There's a couple of stinkers this week too. Colts Jaguars. Ugh, y'all can have that one. Oh, so you prepared for your Mars picks?
Yes.
All right, everybody. I know everybody's been waiting. You owe some people some money. Let's get ready for. I didn't have them the banner ready. What is ready now? Ready now. Money Mars picks. What you got? And as you say, I'll write it down so people can see it.
Yep. Money Mars picks. So for this week, I'm taking money line. I'm taking money line. Cleveland Browns over the Jets. That's just picking a straight up winner. No points.
Said Browns over the Jets.
Yep, Browns over the Jets. I'm taking the Panthers. I'm taking the points. Over the Giants. The Steelers. I'm taking them straight up, just money line. And the Colts. I'm reading this right off my phone. These are the picks that I have here. I stayed away from that Colts Jaguars because you never know what you're getting out the Colts these days. I'm taking the Rams straight up. They're giving the Rams saying that they should cover by 10.5. I don't like to go over like 8 points in the NFL. You never know. So I feel like they're trying to trap some people with that 10.5 that they putting out there. So I'm gonna just say money line Rams win. I think that they're gonna beat them up pretty good, but you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to have a safer bet, I'm trying to get y'all on track this week for last week.
Yeah.
We're gonna say
people blowing me up.
We're gonna say straight up for that Atlanta Falcons Rams. And then for this Seahawks San Francisco, they got the line at 8.5. I think that's a bit much. But I take the 49ers straight up in that. They're playing at home in Levi. That should be a dub. And if the 49ers don't win that game, then we got to talk about some things next week. And then we got the Chicago Bears playing in Lambeau, and they're giving Green Bay a line of 9.5, saying that Green Bay should beat them by 10. I don't like that one. I'm gonna take the points with Chicago Bears, and those are Money Mars picks for the week. So
all right. So as you heard Mars picks, man. So we're gonna do is we'll get our picks and we'll post it to we have a Facebook page, we have a Twitter page. I will well, most of you guys see us because you respond and you say stuff on our Twitter and Facebook page. But if you don't know, it's the same thing as the name of our title of our podcast. It's SED Podcast on Facebook and on Twitter. We're in the process of getting Instagram worked on, but I'll have those posted tonight. So if you can go over and see Mars picks, so we can win you some money, hopefully. And if not,
I mean, you gotta bet, gamble responsibly, y'all. I mean, it is betting. That's why it's called betting. You know what I'm saying? If you're out here putting your house up and all that, you probably should call somebody. Get yourself some help. But we'll be all right though, man. I feel like what I saw from last week, I'm not willing to go crazy on the spreads just yet. So most of my picks are money line bets. So
no, we're not on MySpace, Beans. If you want to start a MySpace page for us, go ahead. I don't think they're still available, but hey, be our guest.
Yeah,
and that's the homie Beans. Like we mentioned every week, him, a homie Horace. They have their podcast, the Rec Lot, doing big things over there. All soccer, MMA. They talk a little football, a little bit of everything, man. They give you a unique perspective on those things. They give you they're brutally honest. I will say that they are honest. They don't hold back. So
nope.
They on YouTube, man. The Rec Lot, RECOLT. Check them boys out, man. They're doing big things over there, man. Very, very entertaining. So we at the end of our show. Neutral had to dip out. Technical difficulties. I want to shout out my sister real quick. My sister makes shirts, design shirts. So let me see if I can take our names off here, man. You can't even see it.
I said earlier, I said, "Oh, kind of clean."
Yeah, so she some from Detroit. She makes these at the crib. I'm trying to get her to work on different cities. So if you not necessarily from Detroit, I'm trying to get her to do other things, do other cities. But she's up and coming. Here's where you can check out. She has a Facebook page right now. Creative K, man. She's my sister, man. She's doing big with the work. She'll do she do anything. If you're in the Detroit area and need some stuff, man. She made our ASW shirts, even though I didn't get them to the rest of the
about that.
Yeah, she sent it to me. I still have them. Sorry about that, but yeah, she hooks us up with the shirts and stuff, man. Definitely hook you up. Of course. We talked about this before. You guys saw us last week with our sponsorship. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. I just passed it. So, Manscaped, we are officially sponsored with them. But we need you guys' help. If you want to purchase something for your significant other, get a 20% discount and free shipping if you use that code. Oh, yourself. I have one. I love it. For yourself, your significant other, your uncle, dad, wherever Manscaping products to be used for, you use that code right there, 20% discount. It helps them and it definitely helps us. We need you guys, help with that. It help us out tremendously. Us, along with the Any and Everything podcast, our other main podcast who gets it popping on Sundays, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Every week we had a ladies podcast this past week that had a lot of celebrity is what they call it. A lot of celebrities. So if you want to see what happened with the latest gossips, I think they were talking about Neo. It was shocking to me. I was eating my popcorn, checking them out. Check them out. So again, use the code. Use the code. Other than that, Mar, man, anything else before we sign out?
Hey man, you know, just you know, it's early, man. And you know, with the NFL, you're gonna have some surprises, but we're gonna get this thing on the road. Y'all see, right now I'm in second, behind Nucho in the picks. So, you know,
Yeah, I'm a last. I'm a last. But you know, like I said, it's early. Hopefully, I can make a bounce back next week. But again, thank you everybody for jumping in with us every week. We really, really appreciate everybody. You had no idea how much we appreciate this. We had so much fun doing it every week. You know, keep the comments coming, keep the support coming. Like I said, use that code. It helps us out.
no, go
Going the
ahead.
right way.
You know,
Use it.
you
Do
know,
it now.
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes y'all be going through some things too. Y'all might need the little weed whacker too. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying?
Use the code, please. You know, man, we love it. It helps everybody out. But again, thank you everybody. With your boy, Mr. Shower Handle. If you know, you know. Homie Big Mar, Trill, and Neutral will be back next week. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. We out.